Steve Cooper Rank Success. This is a continuation video in the series of lockdown videos that I've been doing for officers who are preparing for promotion, who are thinking about or aiming about going for a promotion selection process. Now today's video is about leadership. That is a massive subject, a vast area of research, just as decision making is, which is an area of leadership. So when I start talking to people about leadership, when we're doing masterclasses or when we're doing one-to-one coaching, I'll often ask people to tell me a little bit about their leadership style, to be able to talk about themselves, share a little bit about their values, what's important to them. Because one of the things you have to do when you're going for a promotion board is to be able to talk about your leadership, how you lead, your leadership style. And it's often a problem for people at the very outset, at the start, because it's a skill or it's a part of your awareness, your self-awareness, that you have to be able to be on the ball with. So if you're going for a leadership position, unsurprisingly, they're going to be assessing your leadership potential. Now in a promotion assessment framework, so we're talking about the competency and values framework, which is the framework used by most forces now or will be very shortly. Deliver, support, inspire, we are emotionally aware, we're analytical. It doesn't really matter which competency you take, all of them are leadership competencies. All of them are part of the role and the expectations of the role. So we're starting today with leadership, and as I said, it's such a vast area of research. It often helps to talk about leadership in context, and the context we're talking about leadership in today is 21st century policing. Now the word leadership can mean many things to different people. I'm very interested, as a board will be, in what it means to you. So let's put this into some context. If you were to be asked a question on a promotion board such as, what is the leadership that you need to provide as a newly promoted sergeant or inspector? Or how will you specifically help the organisation achieve its aims and its objectives? Now, they're just two trigger questions. Write them down, use them as prompts if you like to prepare a response to. But just coming back and stepping back a bit to the issue, the topic, the nature of leadership, the word of leadership, it's often a great place to start to split it up. Start chunking up. Think of it as a massive word, and we're going to start chunking it up. So first and foremost, mission, vision and values are really, really important in terms of promotion processes. So what is your force mission or vision? Not every force has a mission and a vision, but mission, vision and values are really, really important. So what is your force vision? Every leader's got a vision, and you'll be expected to be able to share a little bit about your vision and what it is for yourself, for your teams. But importantly, if you don't know what your force vision is, that's a great place to start, or a mission. Now, if you were to work for Nike in the 1960s, everybody knew what the mission was. If you were to walk around the corridors there and speak to anybody in any position, it was crush Adidas. Crush Adidas. Now that's passionate stuff. And as a leader, as a potential leader, you're going to have to kind of ignite that passion, to build that passion, and you're going to have to do that through a personal example. So what does the force vision and mission values mean to you? How do you share those values? How do they mesh with you? So vision's really important, but let's split that down as well. Where has the force come from in the past? Where is it now? And where is it heading to? Where does it want to be as a force? Because you'll be going along with that journey. You'll be taking people along that journey with the changes that involves. So understanding, as part of your leadership, what vision is, the force vision, your own vision, is important as a building block. If you look at another way of splitting up leadership into another area, management. Good sergeants are good managers, and I always think about leadership and management personally as two sides of the same coin. If you flick it up in the air and catch it, you know, leadership's on one side, management's on the other. Let's talk about them. Let's just have a conversation. So if you're talking about management, we're talking about managing yourself. First and foremost, you will be expected to manage yourself. You've gone through a promotion process, you've perhaps put an application in, and you're focusing on securing a formal leadership position. Managing your team. Essentially, as a sergeant, you're a team leader. As an inspector, you're a leader of teams, potentially. Force-wide, regionally, potentially. So team leadership, managing your team is really important. So managing yourself, managing your team is important, and then managing your work. So as a sergeant, you'll be allocating work to your team members to divide the churn, if you like, the daily churn. As an inspector, you'll be monitoring work and the progress and quality of it over a longer period of time, and you may well be allocating it as well. So leadership, vision, management, and then we can also look at performance, because that's an essential part of your leadership as well, is managing performance. So if I say to people, what does performance mean to you? Often it's a case of, I don't know, Steve. So we can have a conversation about that as well. So performance, again, I think of it two sides of a coin: effectiveness and results. So how effective are you in your role? What do you know about how effective the force is, how efficient it is, how legitimate it is in terms of its performance? And what results are you getting? What results are you aiming or striving to achieve? How are you doing that? How have you helped the force do that? So that's an essential part of your leadership as well. And then some of the really important stuff that the force is looking at in a promotion process, they're looking under the surface, looking at what makes you tick. So your character. So within the character section of leadership, your leadership, we're looking at your values, and I've done one of the videos on values earlier on, but values, force values, shared values are really, really important part of your character. Your team's values, how are they different? How are they the same? Because there has to be some meshing, some sharing of values for you to be able to work in the right environment and to be able to get the best out of your team and to realise the potential. And the value, or the part of your character that will always be assessed, it's part of every force's values statement or a named value, is integrity. So what's important to you? What line will you not cross? What does integrity mean to you? Wholesomeness, fulsomeness. Have a summary of what that means to you, so that there's a real authentic connection when you come across to a board. So leadership split down into vision, management, performance and character. That's a good place to start, and to start having a conversation and unravelling your leadership, so that you can bring that together in a meaningful response to questions such as, what is the leadership you need to provide as a newly promoted officer, and how will you help the force achieve its aims and its objectives. If you like this video, if you like what I'm talking about, if it's prompting, supporting and respectfully provoking your thinking around the topic or the nature of promotion, that's great. You can come along to a masterclass, you can download a digital Sergeant or Inspector's Toolkit. There's some other free guides on my site, and you can subscribe to this YouTube channel, and you can also follow me on social media, Rank Success on Facebook, and at rank_success on Twitter. I'll be doing another video shortly. Until then, take care.